Chillo there, H+III+T, it's about that dang on time, y'all. I was going to do this entire video totally differently, but you know what, I kind of said to myself, it's not that serious. You're probably saying, H+III+T, what are you talking about? I'm not going to bring it up on camera, but that's a basket, now that you know there. It's mixtape even when it's ain't, and I don't know if I'm in the camera shot, but as you can imagine, I don't freaking care. Welcome to another edition of Lap or Trap. If you're new to my channel, Lap is good, Trap is bad. Today we're going to review the sophomore album from Devil You Know, They Bleed Red. Now you guys, we've already reviewed the packaging, let's get into the dang on foolishness. I needed about a day and a half to really soak this album in because, as you know, I'm a huge Killswitch Engage fan. I'm a huge Howard Jones fan. Howard Jones to me is the best vocalist that has ever lived, in my opinion, with the exception of moi, but that's neither here nor there. Killswitch Engage to me is the best group or artist out there. There's nothing better than their music, so obviously I'm gonna get anything Devil You Know puts out as long as Howard Jones is the vocalist. I'm gonna just come out and say it, it's a trap. Now, I am equally as shocked, and I know a lot of my newer subscribers are probably gonna look upon me, and you're probably leaving the trash talk in the comments as we speak, and the dislikes have already come into an avalanche effect. Let me explain if you're still watching. It's a trap for multiple reasons, and honestly, one reason in specifically. The performance of Howard Jones and the mixing is just not up to par. If you've been watching me since the Facebook days, when we reviewed Devil You Know's first album, The Beauty of Destruction, I kind of brought this up. Howard's voice needs to be mixed a certain way, otherwise it just sounds like noise. And also, there needs to be direction. Somebody needs to be sitting down with him and saying, hey, maybe instead of having a whole song going, maybe you could just regularly sing or just stick to scream. Like, somebody needs to be there with him. And honestly, it really kind of shows the shine of dang on Adam D. And I'm really not trying to make this a Killswitch Engage versus Devil You Know video, but you guys have to be feeling the same thing I am here. Whoever Josh Wilbur is, sir, you need to step up your audio mixing game. Now, if it's just Howard Jones's voice is just not there anymore, then I could say, okay, yeah, but that's not the case. There's a song on here, it was like track 7. Yeah. Let the Pain Tank Hold, where Howard's just regular singing. Or track number 5, Break the Ties, where Howard's not doing the he's just regular singing and regular screaming. I just don't understand why nobody said, hey Howard, maybe you should just do this take regular. You don't have to do some yelling stuff like Corey Taylor. Just keep it normal. And then on top of that, when he did decide to give a normal, regular Howard Jones performance, and I know this is an entirely different genre of music than metalcore. This is borderline deathcore with choruses, if that makes any sense, but it's just not mixed well, even when Howard is doing his normal day in the office type sound. You know what I mean? And my bad if this isn't making sense. I'm trying to have this make sense here. But it's just not mixed well. There's times where it just sounds like a bunch of noise. And you know, I made sure, just to make sure I wasn't tripping. I was like, okay, maybe I just outgrew metal or something like that. No, I went back and I listened to Prada, I listened to Slipknot, I listened to Killswitch Engage, the new stuff, I listened to Loyalty by Killswitch Engage. Mixed fine. Sounds good to me. Doesn't sound like a bunch of noise. This just sounds like noise. I'm sorry. Track after track, I felt myself saying, what is he even talking about? And I know I had the lyrics, but it's just the same stuff over and over. And it's the same flow pattern, too. It's the same flow pattern and structure on every song. Just blah, 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 blah. Every song is exactly the same as far as Howard Jones's flow pattern. We talk about this in rap a whole lot, so my bad for kind of introducing flow into a metal conversation, but we talk about this in rap all the time. When a rapper, let's say Lil Wayne or Drake, when they're doing the same, if that's going on for an entire project, it gets annoying. That's why I don't care for most of Future stuff, because it's the same thing over and over again. This just felt like one song for an hour. And then we go into the bonus tracks. It doesn't get any better. Eye of the Tiger to me was laughable. Maybe it's because it's such a popular song, but it just sounded silly to hear how the eye of the tiger and the fruit of the fright. I was giggling. The only good part of the song was when Howard, did the second part. Do the thing that part was cool. But other than that, it just sounded laughable. I will say instrumentally, this is a great album. Instrumentally, whoever these other guys are, which I honestly feel bad for not knowing these people, they are coming through some of the most face-melting progressions and riff I've ever heard. Drums are crazy, breakdowns are crazy, the guitar solos got really generic towards the end of the album, but most of the time where it needed to be melodic, it was melodic. There's an acoustic track on the bonus tracks, very good instrumentally, but I'm just not getting anything from Howard. Honestly, I was saying to myself, man, I really wish the lead vocalist from Memphis Mayfire, if that's the name of that band, I can't remember, or even for... I'm not going to go there. I was about to say some really crazy stuff, but I'm not going to go there. But to me, I just didn't get anything from Howard Jones on this. Lyrically, it's cool. There's some cool moments. Howard's screaming range is beautiful. It's just not mixed well. Then there's a lack of direction at times where Howard's just yelling. I mean, just yelling. Just yelling. And why are you yelling at me? There's a difference between screaming and yelling. Howard is just yelling on some of these takes. I don't know. This was extremely disappointing. I was thinking this was going to be Album of the Year. I'm very let down. This is Metal Project number 3 that I have reviewed this year that has not come through. I doubt we're going to get that Killswitch Engage album this year, but Prada was meh. Space EP was better than this, because even when I went back, we've already talked about how good of a song The Way We Die is, but even listening to that for a third time, on the third listen to this, I listened to this like 1 billion times. On the third listen, I was actually skipping tracks, because it was just more of the same. I don't know where the drop-off was from the first album to this one, but I didn't hear 7 Years Alone, I didn't hear A Mind Insane, I didn't hear My Own. I don't know, this just wasn't doing it for me. Let me know what you thought. I still love Howard Jones. I'm still a Devil You Know fan. I'll continue to support them. I just hope they can kind of come back from this. Maybe it's just production. And when I say production, I'm not talking about beats. We talk about that a lot on my hip-hop reviews, but production doesn't mean beats. Production means the mixing and the layering and the balancing of tracks and stuff. So production was just garbage. I'm sorry. It just wasn't good. So maybe that took away from the experience. Maybe if I see them live, I'll think differently. I don't know. I just wasn't impressed. And the fact that I paid for this album twice now, and I just now got my pre-order today, I'm kind of upset about that. But like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. What did you think of this album? I didn't like it, but let me know if you did. Yeah.